folks, Big Mister here, and I am cranking up the keto grill today. Today we're going to be making some Jamaican jerk ribs. We're going to do them keto style. Now, before we get started, if you haven't done it already, please hit that subscribe button down there, hit the like button, let everybody know how much you love coming to check out Big Mister. Also, hit that notification button and join the notification squad. That way you will know whenever I put out a video. All right, you ready? Hey, let's get started. Now, for those of you who know I have been on this keto journey. I have been eliminating carbs and sugars, things like that from my diet, trying to drop some of these pounds. That's basically what a keto diet is. If you don't know, it's a high-fat, low-carb diet. So you try to eliminate all the breads, pastas, and sugars out of your diet because they're just not good for you. So what I'm doing today is I'm making Jamaican jerk pork ribs. Now, jerk usually has some brown sugar in it and pineapple juice and things like that, but I had to eliminate those because we have to get rid of those sugars. So what I've done is I've come up with a recipe that I'm going to give a shot to, and we're going to see how it works out. Now, the first thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to make a marinade for these ribs. So let's get started on that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put together this jerk marinade. We're going to start with 4 green onions, cut into pieces. Doesn't matter if they're big or small, they're going to get blended up anyway. Then we're going to add 3 habaneros or scotch bonnets if you can get them. You can add or subtract. I took the seeds out just to kind of manage the heat. I'm going to add a tablespoon of minced garlic. Get it all in there. Then we're going to add half a cup of oil. I'm using avocado oil just because I like it. I'm going to add the juice of 2 limes, a 1/4 cup of vinegar. I used the seasoned rice wine vinegar. I just like it. And a 1/4 cup of soy sauce. Then we're going to add all our dry ingredients. I have a tablespoon of salt, a tablespoon of black pepper, I'm adding a tablespoon of thyme. It's a very important ingredient in jerk. I'm sorry, that's a tablespoon of allspice and a tablespoon of thyme. Just got them in the wrong order. Right stuff, wrong order. To that, I'm adding a teaspoon of granulated garlic, because I just like garlic, a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, that's a 1/2 teaspoon of white pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, and last but not least, we're going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of clove. I didn't have any ground cloves, so I just dropped a few in mortar and pestle and ground it up myself. I'm going to lid this bad boy up. Cranking up the Ninja. Give it some power. And hit it. Now you might notice that I didn't add any sugar to this. It's because we're going to be cooking it on ribs, and they're going to cook a long time, and sugar has a tendency to burn. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a glaze to it at the end that'll have a little sweetness to it. But right now, this is what we're going to put on the ribs. Let them marinate for about an hour or so. And as you can see, we've cut these St. Louis style. We've trimmed off the rib tips up here. Pull the membrane off the back and kind of square them off so they're nice and even. We're going to cook those rib tips also, but right now we're just going to focus on the ribs. So what we're going to do is we're going to add our marinade to it. Just going to pull it off the blender here. We're just going to add that in. Oh yeah. I'm going to give it a good rub. I'm going to rub it in. All up under the flap there. You want to make sure you get it on the sides and everything. You want that flavor to seep all the way in. All right, we're gonna flip this bad boy over. Get some on the meaty side. Ooh, trying to run away from me there. And some more. Rub it in. You don't really have to rub it, just kind of spread it out so everything gets covered. There we go. And we're going to cover that up and put it in the refrigerator for about an hour. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get these on the smoker. And we have it running at about 235. Close this bad boy up. Let it run for about 3 hours. I'm going to get a workout in, baby girl. We'll be back in a bit. Now what we're doing is we're starting these ribs off at 235 degrees. We're going to let them go for a couple of hours so they can get some good smoke. After that, we're going to be bumping the temperature up to 275. And about an hour after that, we're going to wrap them with a glaze. Now here, while you wait, is a gratuitous rib shot. Oh, okay. Hey, now let's start working on that glaze to go in the foil with the ribs. Okay, now we're gonna make our glaze for the jerk ribs. We have here about a 1/4 cup of lemon juice. To that, I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of sweetener. My favorite is the erythritol. We're gonna add let's call that 2 tablespoons of butter. And let's go with about 1/2 teaspoon of my favorite XXX hot sauce. Want to see it? There it is. El Yucateco. So we're gonna put that together, let it melt. And I'm gonna go outside and get the ribs because they're about ready to wrap. Now, the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna add a little of our glaze to the foil. Just a little bit. We're gonna add in our ribs. Take a look at that. Aren't they beautiful? Just gonna turn those face down right in the glaze. Add a little more glaze right on top. We're gonna wrap this bad boy up like a burrito. Put them sides in first. Bring them up. Each other. We're gonna roll them down. That way it's easy to pack them up and check them. Now these are going to go back on the smoker for another hour or so. And then we'll open them up to finish them off. Now, like I said, we want to get those ribs nice and tender. So we're going to leave them in the smoker for about another hour wrapped in that foil, at least an hour. Now, the way to tell that they're tender is you take your temperature probe or an ice pick or a toothpick or whatever, you're going to poke it right in between the bones. If it slides in like a hot knife through cold butter, they're done. If you have any type of resistance at all, you still need to cook some more. Just let them go. There is no perfect time or temperature to cook them into. It has to be probe tender. That's the word we're looking for, probe tender. Okay, these ribs are probe tender now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take them out of the foil, put them back on the grill just for a few minutes to tighten all the glaze up and everything. We wanna get a nice shine on. After that, we're gonna take them inside and taste them. Okay, so I got the ribs out. And let me tell you, they smell awesome. But as this is a new recipe, sometimes stuff happens, and that's what I ended up with. Some people think that's great. Oh, they fall off the bone ribs. No, I don't particularly care for that, but we're gonna taste it and see anyway. Let's just cut them where the bones would be. And let's take a look and see. That looks good. You see that? Got a nice smoke ring on it. Looks juicy. Can you see all the juice there? Ooh, get you. Oh yeah, baby. So I guess we're just gonna have to taste it. All right, let's give this a shot. Sorry. This is super tender. A lot of good flavor in it. Not nearly as spicy as I thought it was going to be. Has a little citrus behind it. It's not sweet. Very good. Got enough salt in it. It's very tender. And that's good. That's good. It's a good blend of flavors. It's not one thing. It's not overly smoky or salty or anything like that. Everything blended together. I can taste the different spices. I taste the allspice, a little bit of the cumin. Ooh, I can taste the love. That's a good rib. I like that. I will definitely be doing that again. So listen, if you like what you saw here, if you enjoy keto recipes, or if you just enjoy good recipes in general, reach down, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, let me know you like it. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you would add or what you would take out. Tell me how you like your ribs. I want to talk to you, so be sure and hit me up in the comments, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and get on that notification squad so you know when we have more videos coming out. This is Big Mister at the Keto Grill, and I'm out. Okay, I'm gonna eat some more of that. Oh. Wait, is the camera still rolling? Turn it off, turn it off.